Okay, so we're back again with a bit of a feature today. So I've been asked my thoughts on the work of Black Symmetry. If you want to go ahead and read the email.
Yeah, so the email says, "Hey Remy, hey Kevin. Aw, Kevin got cute. Love the show, and I'm fascinated by the progress. Thanks for taking us along the way. I would love to hear your thoughts on Black Symmetry /
Lewinsky.
Is that it? Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Lewisink.
Yeah. Sorry that we butchered your name. I am a huge fan of his work, especially the full body concepts. Just really strike my liking. They seem very holistic and complete, and I feel like things are meant to be where they are. I rarely have that with other tattoos and styles, as they often look randomly placed. Specifically when they are images. Remy has a lot of different concepts, artists going on. So I guess he's a good example, and the exact opposite to some degree. The last question, would you recommend non-tattooed people go for such a piece? I mean, it's not the face or the hands, but yeah, it's bloody bold. I know you don't get that one session, but as far as I understand, he tends to do the outlines all at the beginning. So you're committing to something big right away. I guess it's all about communicating that. But yeah, I'm sure you guys have some thoughts. All the best and keep up the good work. You guys are great. Hailing from Germany, Nicolas.
So first off, I don't have multiple different themes and artists. I have 2 artists and I have 2 themes. I had many themes in the past, but I only have 1 or 2 themes going now. It's pretty consistent. And I've been with the same artists for years, so I don't really understand that comment, to be quite honest, but
I think we could maybe stretch and say you have 3 themes if we include vampires as a separate theme, but I feel like most of those vampires are going to disappear right away here.
The back piece is, other than my head, but like, I don't know. I think I'm pretty on point for the most part.
For the most part, yeah. You used to be quite the smorg of items, and even then, Remy did have themes per limb. Yeah. I think you guys just had a hard time noticing it because I don't think he ever often really talked about limb per limb. Like there was a Lord of the Rings arm, there was a Spawn arm.
Yeah, I don't think I ever had the random things in places thing that guy's referencing.
No, I think your legs were a little more random things in places.
Well, legs are anyway.
Yeah, but your torso definitely was a lot more organized than people seem to think.
Yeah, but I've literally never been a component of chaos when it comes to tattoos. It's not, my style is very symmetrical and things have a flow always, so I don't really agree with that. But to begin with, of course I've seen Black Symmetry, but like to me Black Symmetry is like it's not the one and only. It's not like oh, I would have some special thoughts on, like there's all kinds of artists that do this style. I've seen tons of artists do these geometric like mandala bodysuits, and I don't like those to begin with. I think they're fine. Like you can have one if you want, but I don't think that there's much room for a cover up here. So
yeah, I mean, I think for me, I've seen people with them, and I think, oh man, like she or he looks really cool. It's like a really put together look, but that's what it is a look. And I think that they're going to be really dated sometime here in the near future. You were going to see people walking around with these and we're going to be like, oh man, you're so 2020. That was such a 2020 tattoo. And then those people, they're going to be stuck with it. It's like when people used to get tribal.
Yeah.
It's like a really similar
people
thing,
say
right?
that blackout is the new tribal, but I disagree. I think this is the new tribal.
But I don't think blackout's going to date itself as badly.
You can work out of that easier.
Yeah.
Like you can build new images on top of that.
That's what I mean.
I don't have to have a black arm forever.
I think to move forward with something like this or move away from it, they're going to have to black out. Although I am going to say that I really, really, really appreciate how this artist goes with the flow of the body. So like right now we're looking at the there's the lady, she's got like the stripes and the mandalas, like, and how the stripes like are framing. I think that one's a lady.
I don't know if that's a lady.
Framing specific features. Yeah, I think we'd be showing off more of the chest if
Maybe
this was male. But anyways, doesn't matter. It just shows that these tattoos are very androgynous and they work on everybody. But
yeah, I don't know. Like they flow, but I don't know. Like some of them flow, but it seems kind of anti-flow in places too for me. Like I don't know. I don't love this stuff. I never loved this stuff. And for the people who are like, oh well, you've got blackout and roses. You've just got a like bunch of nothing. It's like, yeah, but this is nothing. This is a giant nothing tattoo. There's nothing in this.
I think it's
just
like
a design.
It's if done correctly, it's done to highlight certain features on people. Like I think that what this artist would tattoo on a male and female are completely different, right? On a female, I think he'd be choosing to accentuate like the hips and like those curves and like lessening the shoulders, where like on a male, he'd probably do lines that really bring out the shoulders and the broadness of the chest. But that's just going from like the couple examples.
Wow, there's enough here to
Yeah, I don't know. I just think that he definitely is doing different designs on the male and female body types for sure. I
mean, you'd do that anyway, though.
Yes and no. Like, I think that this is more to bring the body as like a whole piece, rather than piecework. But
yeah, but like the idea of like, should you start with this? Yeah, if you're getting this is the only fucking way you can start. This is all. There's no room in any of these for much of a cover up.
Yeah, I'm curious if anybody has a blackout bodysuit and has started doing this design they over top of their bodysuit
all the time, but they do it in a half-assed effort where they just use white on black. And they're like, oh, I want to do like a white on black mandala. It's like you have to use more than just white. But
right.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, I hear those all the time. People wanting to do this with white on top. But it's not going to be this same thing that way.
I'd also love to see someone do, instead of the black and gray, like in skin tone mandalas, I'd love to see someone do like rainbow. Like every color, or
that'd be
red,
more interesting.
Or blue or something, right? And then
but the person
you're getting rid of the flesh breaks, but you're putting like a color in instead.
The person specifically asked if people should start with a tattoo like this, and what I'm trying to say is you can't not start with a tattoo like this if you're going for a tattoo like this. There's almost no room to hide an old tattoo in any of these.
Yeah,
there is in the arms there, and the big black patches on the arms, but like. These ones, the ones that he's showing off proudly, are probably not cover-ups, and I would gander that he doesn't do a lot of cover-ups. It's probably like if you have a free body, he will then line you out.
That's what I'm thinking too. I think that if he was trying to work around cover-ups,
yeah.
For like, I think each specific bodysuit is designed already or designed for that person, and it's more thinking about the forms of the body. And if he had to like go around a tattoo, I think that it would be really, really, really annoying.
I also don't think that this is any kind of a commitment that will cost you anything at all. This is as tame and safe as it possibly gets.
Mm-hmm. And I really think that if this is the tattoo you want for your body, then you're basically, you wake up and for like ever that this is the tattoo you want. But and I think it's just a trend right now.
They also, though, they haven't covered hands or necks here in any of these. So again, this is as tame as it gets. This is not going to push anyone's buttons. This is like the elevator music of the tattoo world. It's as safe as it's going to get. So this is not the same level of consequences tattooing someone's face or throat or hand or anything like that. This is incredibly digestible by just about anyone, and it's sort of anti-tattoo to some degree, I would say.
I would definitely go with anti-tattoo as well. I don't necessarily agree that it's fully digestible. I think it's a lot more digestible than like a bodysuit that covers your hands and your face. But I do think that it's still a pretty bold statement. And that's just because it's not
technically hard to do,
fully covered.
But it's like aesthetically, it's as soft as it gets. Like, well, if I had 9 bodysuits, I'm not doing this one once.
I think that, so if you are to walk down the street, I walk down the street with you all the time and people look, right? That's just the way it goes. People observe you. This bodysuit is completely coverable, but if this person was at the beach, they would be getting a lot of looks, and maybe a lot more looks than someone
happy than it would be like disgusting, I think.
Definitely more positive. But what I'm saying is, if someone has a patchwork bodysuit, like what I have going on so far, versus this, I think that this is going to get more looks of like, what's going on? Why would they do that? Like that whole,
I don't know. I think this has got much less character than any of that. It's just like almost like I picked one off the shelf. It's like going to buy a suit at a fucking Top Man or something.
or like a dress at a Zara.
Yeah, it really is. It's not, to me, that's not what a tattoo is. And I know there's going to be some people who, again, coming from the guy who blacked out all his tattoos. Yes, coming from me. Yes, coming from a guy who's had more tattoos than 10 people who will live the same amount of time. When I see this stuff, it kind of puts me to sleep, and that's not a diss. You can get it if you want. I'm all for people doing what they want, but if you're asking me what I think, I would never do this, ever. If I could start over, I would do every other tattoo style. I would get watercolor before I would get this.
Yeah, this is not my cup of tea either. I wouldn't get it either. Although
good work though. He does great work.
And I see the type of person that would get it. I know exactly the type of person that would get these tattoos. So good for you.